Good evening, Georgia FFA. I'm Helen Young.
I'm Colton Peacock.
And I'm Amy Swindle. And we are here to introduce to you our friend and former student, Bobby Ray Staudt. I've had the honor and privilege of knowing Bobby Ray since he was a young child. His family and my family all served at the same church. I remember when he was very little running through the hallways at church and then growing into a young man that sang on stage singing praises to our Lord. Had the privilege of also teaching Bobby Ray in my class and also to serve as one of his FFA advisors.
I did not know that the first time I met Bobby Ray that he would change the way I view a leader. You see, Bobby came to his freshman year open house looking for answers on what FFA had to offer. He then went and took the small town of Long County, Georgia, and used that to inspire thousands. Bobby Ray has used his unmatched dedication, engaging positivity, and always being there when you need a hand.
My cherished memories of Bobby include his energetic and enjoyable personality and a great person to be around. My favorite memories take us way back to COVID when Bobby would have his camera on and there would be 4-H paraphernalia behind him because he came to us from 4-H. So we gave him a lot of grief about this, but as time went on, Bobby Ray just exuded and radiated positivity and FFA for the remainder of his high school career. And it was a pleasure to teach him in class and become a friend of his. So Georgia FFA, we're here to welcome our South Region Vice President
From the Long County High School FFA chapter
to deliver his retiring address called Keep Moving Forward, Bobby Ray Staudt.
You're not threatened by the war, you're not shaken by the storm. I know you're in control. Even in our suffering, even when it can't be seen, I know you're in control. Oh, I hear you say, I hear you say, look up, child. Music is a crucial part of my life. Whether I'm in this blue jacket, at church, or with friends, it has been a passion of mine for many years. It's helped me make connections with my friends, guides me in my faith, and keeps me moving forward when situations get tough. It's led me to several places, including this very stage, for 2 years. However, there is a place that I constantly look back on from time to time. In November of 2017, I had the chance to audition for America's Got Talent. During this time of my life, I thought it was the greatest show ever, where I could perform for thousands of people and to have my moment to shine. So at 6 o'clock one morning, my mom and I jumped in the car and headed to the Savannah Convention Center, where I could pursue my dreams. When we got there, we checked in, I got my number badge, and headed to the audition room. As time passed, it became my turn, and I was nervous. So I stood up. I walked to the X in front of a camera and sang All of Me by John Legend. Now, in my mind, if I did not become a legend after that point, I don't know what I would do, because I thought that was my greatest performance ever. When everyone in the room finished, we walked out and they told us that they'd be in touch. Well, months passed and I've heard nothing. One day, I'm sitting in my Nana and Papa's living room and I saw the upcoming trailer for the next season of AGT. And in that moment, I knew I did not advance. I received no phone call or email, but instead I saw some amazing people that I met that day get to go live on stage. I was devastated, upset, and hopeless. My mom comes up to me later and says, Bobby Ray, you are talented in many ways. It may not have been your calling to go on that stage, but you took a chance and did what a lot of people may not have the courage to do. I looked at Mom and smiled, and then proceeded to get a huge hug. This painting, created by a very close friend of mine, reminds me of this event. It was painted before I even knew I didn't advance, and it's the first thing that you see when you walk into my room. Even though I failed to become a TV sensation and musician at 12 years old, it taught me the value of taking the chance. FFA members, here tonight I ask you 2 questions. First, what is your passion? Second, what are you doing right now to use that passion to be part of something bigger? Are you taking the chance to improve yourself to impact others? Or are you waiting, hoping that an opportunity might present itself to you? My challenge for you is this. Do not miss opportunities because you are scared or unprepared, but simply move forward. It may not be an audition, but it may be the chance to compete in a career or leadership development event. It may be the chance to try out for a sports team that you've been considering. It may be your only chance, but it's the chance. Afraid of taking the wrong step? Well, I can promise you that by not moving forward, you won't succeed anyway. So take a step. Move forward. We will never know our true potential if we never try. Yes, you may fall. You may get embarrassed. You may have to restart. But being willing to dream means being willing to fail. I am so thankful for the chance to audition for AGT, and while that goal didn't succeed 7 years ago, it gave me the confidence to do this. On April 24th, 2022, during the 5th general session of the 94th Georgia FFA State Convention, I found success in sharing what I loved. But in this moment, I realized that the world is full of successful people who have dreamed and overcome failure. Look, I grew up in a family that loves Disney. It gave me my love for Star Wars, my mom's love for Stitch, and me and my sister's favorite childhood movies. But sometimes I wonder, how did Disney become such a great success? Well, it started with a dream. Walt Disney had a dream of making the world just a little bit happier. He worked tirelessly to create the most happiest animated character and the happiest place on Earth. However, it took time to create Mickey Mouse in Disneyland. So first, he created Laugh-O-Gram, his original animation studio. But as time passed, it went bankrupt, so he had to start over. Second, he tries this idea of acting, becomes an actor, and travels to Los Angeles. But he realized that wasn't his destined path and quits acting. Third, he creates another animation studio, except this time, he joins with his brother Roy and creates his first animated character, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. It was a huge success for him, but not for long. On a business trip to New York, he learns that his animators and producers stole the rights to Oswald. On the way back from that trip, With much pain and sadness, Walt Disney created Mickey Mouse. It took failure and resilience to finally create a symbol of happiness. It took long days and nights to finally make it big. It took his own imagination and multiple failures to make a change in this world. Walt Disney's path was not always smooth, but he created something extraordinary. All of us have set goals. Some of us have achieved those goals or are still working towards them. But maybe for some of us, that goal didn't become reality. Have you failed? When you did, what did you do? Did you abandon that goal? Or are you looking to get up and move forward? When asked about his failures, Walt Disney said, "With all the adversity I've had in my life, all the troubles and obstacles have strengthened me. You may not realize it when it happens, but a kick in the teeth may be the best thing in the world for you." I believe, just as Walt Disney, that everything happens for a reason, because someone greater has a plan for me and you, whether it's success or failures. FFA members, there will be times when our failures become our greatest motivation for success. It may take falling down to develop the strength to get up, to move forward, to make an impact on your friends, your family, your school, your FFA chapter, your community, even the world. I'm here to tell you that your success may not come in the destined path you planned, but when we focus and look deeper, we will find the hope and strength to carry on. We need to look failure in the eye and show it that we will not allow and stand by to dictate our future, but instead, it will make us stronger. Hear this. Overcoming failure is often not easy or fun, but nothing worth having is easy to obtain. If you want to find greatness in anything, you keep moving forward. This past year, I've had an amazing opportunity to attend a wonderful school, ABAC, get to serve alongside 7 outstanding individuals, meet and engage with members who truly love agriculture, and be around those that are both like and not like me. However, the truth is, because of my past failures, when I got elected, I was so scared of letting you all down. But along the state officer journey, I have failed many times, whether it's forgetting my lines in a workshop, saying the wrong thing, or not communicating the way that I should have. But as I look back at the adventures, the chapters I've met, the members I've visited, the knowledge I've gained, and the sponsors I had the chance to engage with, I wrote it down in this journal. But as I look back at this journal, I am reminded every single day that only this defines who I am this year and will never dictate who I am destined to be. I have found myself because of the journey that you all elected me to take. From my chapter visits with Brookwood, with Toombs County Middle, with Bainbridge, with 8th Street Middle, with West Jackson Middle, with Northeast Middle, with every single member that I've had some sort of contact with this year, I have found myself. My heart was to pour into you, but the reality is, you've poured into me. When I finally released my doubts, I have found personal growth. Earlier, I asked you 2 questions. Let's add one more. Are you ready to let go of what's holding you back? Because when you embrace who you are, releasing your doubts, and surrounding yourself with the people you love, it will allow you to move forward. This week in Macon, if we haven't already, let's find ourselves. Let's believe in one another and what makes us unique and special for what we have inside us. Let's radiate and keep moving forward together. Georgia FFA, thank you for letting me have a voice in the greatest organization known to our world. Thank you for letting me serve you this past year. Thank you for teaching me to keep moving forward. Walt Disney once said, "Around here, however, we do not look backwards for very long. We keep moving forward, opening up new doors and doing new things. And curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. When we feel the need to take the chance, take it. When we fall, we get back up. When you sense that you stopped loving who you are, I want you to look in the mirror and say, I am me, and nobody can take that away." If you don't like what you see in the mirror, I hope that you won't waste too much time looking back at yesterday's mistakes. Because the time to make positive changes is right now. Let's better ourselves with joy and love for who we strive to become. FFA members, take the chance, believe in and love who you are. Let's not stop today. Let's not stop tomorrow. Let's not stop when we go home from this convention. Life is in front of you, so keep moving forward.
These eyes will not be blinded by the lights. And from now on, what's waiting till tomorrow starts tonight. It starts tonight, and let this promise and be start like an anthem in my heart.
Bobby Ray Staudt, our team's ladies' man. Your kindness and care for each of us have shown throughout the duration of this year. It is always an adventure with you, Bobby. We never know when you're going to burst out singing, dancing, or conducting a song. You are our favorite ABAC, McDonald's, Star Wars, and UGA Red Coat Marching Band fan. You have inspired countless Georgia FFA members to overcome their challenges. You have a lot of love for 4-H, but your love for Georgia FFA and this team is much bigger. Love always, Andrew, Ian, Angel, Macy, Ella, Cindy, and Emma. Georgia FFA, your South Region State Vice President from the Long County FFA chapter, Bobby Ray Staudt.
From now on.